Good morning students, hope you all are doing good. I am Ms. Sofiya Shaikh, your science teacher, and today we will be learning a new lesson with a new start. So children, let us get started. Children, the lesson that we are going to do today is related to something where you are sitting. Now tell me where you all are sitting, on your bed in your houses, right? And similarly I am here in the classroom on the desk or the bench. What is this building made up of? What are these rooms, windows, glass panes made up of? So we will explore all these questions in this lesson.
So children, here we start with our lesson, that is rocks and minerals for standard 5. So let us see about rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals. The earth, children, our earth that we live in, the earth is made up of rocks. We find soil not only on the surface of the earth, which is also called as the crust, but also inside, below the ground. All rocks are made up of substances called minerals. Yes, children, all rocks are made up of substances that are minerals. Now, in this lesson, we will be studying the rocks and the minerals. So, let us now study the rocks first. So, the types of rocks. When we are talking about rocks, how are they formed? What are their types? We all be knowing while discussing about the rocks in this lesson. So, types of rocks. The different types of rocks that are present are: the first type is igneous rocks, the second is sedimentary rocks, and the third one is metamorphic rocks. So these rocks are formed from the different processes, so they are named differently. So let us study them one by one and know exactly how they are formed, what are their properties, and why they are called so. So, the first type is igneous rocks. When a volcano erupts, the molten rock from the core of the earth flows out. It later cools and solidifies to form igneous rocks. Yes, children, a volcano erupts, and the result of that is the formation of igneous rocks. Inside the earth, the molten rock is called the magma. So, the red hot part that comes out is the magma. When it flows onto the surface of the earth, it is called lava. So, the magma erupts in the form of lava, and it cools down to form igneous rocks. Almost 95% of the earth's crust is made up of igneous rocks. These contains minerals such as mica, feldspar, and magnesium. Now children, this was the igneous rock. Let us see how are igneous rocks formed. A video will show you how exactly an igneous rock is formed. So let us watch the video.
So children, in our Earth's crust is made up of various types of rocks. So most of the rocks are combination of one or the more minerals. Some rocks are limestone. So there are mainly three types of rocks that the earth crust is made up of. So the first type is the igneous rocks, and it occupies the most of the earth's crust. Next we have the sedimentary rocks, the yellow one which is shown. Then we have the blue one, that is metamorphic rock. So these are the three types of rocks present on the earth's crust, and we all live on the surface of the earth. So you have to remember these three rocks. The name are, the word igneous is derived from the word ignis, which means fire. So the igneous rock will be mostly made up of fire. So let us now study how this rock is formed. Children, igneous rocks are formed from you can see here the volcanic eruption. Yes, so the huge mountains, it is formed due to volcanic eruptions. Igneous rocks are formed from molten rock called the magma. So the different volcanoes, as you can see here, the bursting of the eruption of the volcano, see how the inside lava is coming out. So this lava which is here bursting out results in the smokes, and it is present still now. Some volcanoes are active here. So this results in the formation of the first type of rock, that is igneous. So the inside material that comes out is the magma. So this, after eruption, the molten mass that is coming out is all the magma. See, all that bursting thing and coming out of the red hot substance is the magma, which comes out due to volcanic eruption. And here the mass which starts flowing on the earth's surface or the mountain surface, and starts cooling simultaneously due to the action of wind and the weather. So, this molten mass which flows on the surface of the earth is called the lava. So, this lava, the magma that erupts, turns into lava and starts flowing down, and this lava cools down. So, when a volcano erupts, it causes the magma to rise above the ground, and the magma starts cooling down and starts solidifying, yes, due to the action of wind and weather, as I told. So, due to the conditions inside the volcano are different than the outside surface. So, this lava cools down to form extrusive igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are also of two types, that is extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. This igneous rock is also called as, this extrusive one is also called as volcanic rocks. So, now let us see, this was about the extrusive one. Now, let us see about the intrusive one. What is happening inside the volcano? So, if you see inside this mountain, so let us see what is happening inside. We also what happened outside, the magma burst out and the solidified and formed the extrusive igneous rock. Now, what goes inside this volcano? So, when the volcano erupts, it causes the magma to rise above the ground, but what about the magma that is trapped inside only? Some of the magma does not come out of the volcano, so the partial one or the left one magma that is inside the mountain, due to the another rocks present and the soil present above the mountain, so it stays there only, its path is blocked and it solidifies. So, it starts cooling down and solidifying after a volcanic eruption. As you saw in extrusive rocks, it had solidified due to the external conditions. Now, as all this mass is given out, so inside the mountain the intrusive igneous rocks are formed, yes, and here these are formed in the form of crystals. So, big crystals cool down and solidify the inside magma, resulting in the formation of intrusive igneous rocks. Yeah, these are the intrusive ones. So, children, igneous rocks are of two types that we studied. First one was outside the mountain or the volcano. So, it is the extrusive igneous rock. The one inside is the which solidifies inside the volcano is the intrusive igneous rock. So, these were the processes how the igneous rock is formed, not only extrusive but also intrusive. We saw the two types, that is extrusive igneous rocks and the intrusive igneous rocks. So, this was how the whole process takes place, and the lava cools down. There is no time for crystals to be formed, and thus the rock are fine grained, for example basalt. Now, let us see the examples of these rocks. Pumice and obsidian are the extrusive igneous rocks. What is this pumice used for? Pumice is used in building lightweight concretes. Yeah, so it can be used in the building material. So, it is used to make concrete, whereas obsidian is used to make ornaments. Yeah, so maybe some of the precious ornaments that women wear are made up of these rock. Yeah, obsidian. Next we have granite and diorite. These are the intrusive igneous rocks, and granite will be used in making, and the dormite too is used in making building material.
We saw what were igneous rocks. Now we will see the examples of igneous rocks. Granite. Granite is formed when the magma cools down to form rocks. So, granite is used as the kitchen flooring. The marble that is used is nothing but the type of extrusive igneous rock, that is kitchen floor or the marble that we saw. Obsidian, it forms by quick cooling of the lava. It is smooth and glassy. It is usually black or dark colored. It is used in making jewelry, as I told you earlier, and obsidian has been used for blades in surgery as well. Crafted obsidian blades have a cutting edge many times sharper than high quality steel. Therefore, they are used for surgical scalpels. So, this was a type of igneous rocks that is used. Pumice. Pumice is a porous or full of holes. pumice is commonly pale in color, ranging from white, cream, blue or grey to green, brown or black. It comes in this color variations. It is formed from the lava that is frothy with a lot of air within it. So it is only rock. Also children, it is interesting to know that it is the only rock that can float. Pumice stones are so often used in beauty salons during the pedicure processes to remove dry and excess skin from the bottom of the foot as well as calluses. So if you ever ask your mother that when she goes to the salon, this type of rock is used. So this is the pumice and it is the example of igneous rocks. Now children, sedimentary rocks. This is the another type of rock, second type that we'll study after igneous rocks. Sedimentary rock is a type of rock that is formed by sedimentation of material at the earth's surface and within bodies of water. So example, rain, wind, rivers, flowing down mountains, etc. wear down rocks on mountains. So sedimentary rocks are basically formed by the process of weathering. What is weathering? What is the process of weathering? Weathering is when the mountains or they get scattered due to the action of the external agents like rain, wind, rivers. So all what they do is they form sediments due to weathering. That I'll be explaining to you later. So this leads to the formation of sedimentary rocks. These small bits of rocks are then carried down and deposited elsewhere. So repeated deposition presses down the lower layers and hardens them into a rock. So such rocks are called sedimentary rocks. The total contribution of sedimentary rocks is estimated to be only 5% of the total volume of the crust. Why? Because it takes a lot of time to be formed, as it is due to sedimentation and weathering. So let us see an video showing how are sedimentary rocks formed. So you will come to know exactly how this process takes place.
Children, as I mentioned earlier, weathering leads to the formation of sedimentary rocks. But what is weathering? It is the effect of the sun, wind and rain. So as you can see here, the seabed causes the compression of the soil layer that is present below the sea. So continuously the water, the weight of the water, the density of the water causes compression or the pressure. It applies pressure on the seabed. So this results into the rocks break down. These rocks break down into small pieces. Whatever the rock is present in the seabed, they settle together, and these are also, so when these get compressed into smaller particles and get settled into the bottom of the sea or the seabed, they are called as sediments. So the name is taken from the sediments called as sedimentary rocks. So these sediments are carried to different places by wind and water and gravity. As the layers of sediment settle down on top of each other, it is present in the form of layers, children. So depending upon the type of compression, the various layers get formed, one below the other, one above the other. So on top, the sediments settle down on top of each other and their weight squeezes the pieces together. So the examples are chalk, limestone and many more. We will see more further, but let us talk about chalk and limestone. The chalk and limestone are the result of sedimentation process, or they are the result of weathering, and the dissolved minerals, they fill in the spaces and they have formed the sediments. So if we take limestone, it is formed from the compression and the sedimentation of the shells. She cells, you see the shells that you found on the seabed, whereas the sandstone is the compressed form of the sand. So the sand get compressed and results in the formation of sandstone. Yeah children, sandstone is also a sedimentary rock, whereas coal is formed by the sedimentation or the pressure applied on the dead living plants. So once a plant is dead, what happens to them? They start decomposing. So when according to the weather pressure, they get compressed and form the sedimentary rocks.
A sedimentary rock is formed. Now we will see the examples of the sedimentary rocks. First one is sandstone. It is a soft stone that is formed of sand particles deposited close together, like sand. Sandstone may be any color, but the most common colors are tan, brown, yellow, red, grey, pink and white. Some sandstones are resistant to weathering yet are easy to work. This makes a sandstone a common building and paving material. So they are used for the pavements or the building material. So all the monuments are made up of sandstone. You see the great monuments that were built long ago. In this monuments, the sandstone was used. See, the beautiful monuments that you see are all made up of sandstone and the different types of rocks too. Next example is conglomerate. This rock has rounded stones such as pebbles, gravel, and even boulders cemented together into a mass. It has a coarse grain and can withstand weathering. Withstand means that it can uh, stand for a long time during weathering. So it is used in construction and polished to make ornaments. So when it is polished, it will obviously give a shine. So it is also used in ornaments. Why? Because it gives a texture, as it is the mixture of pebbles, gravel, and boulders, different kinds of small colored stones. So conglomerate is another example of sedimentary rock. Shale. It is made of solidified clay and comes apart in thin layers. It is used in making bricks and cement. So another type of sedimentary rock is shale, and it is made up of solidified clay, as you can see in these pictures where it is used. So here is the red shale, a picture depicting the combination of various rocks, that is red shale, brown shale, grey shale, the various colors that it is available in. There is also limestone, as you can see the arrow marks, that is also consolidated sand and the limestone. So this is the example of sedimentary rock. Limestone. Limestone makes up about 10% of the total volume of the sedimentary rocks. It is a rock with fine grains that are quite soft. It contains the minerals calcium and tiny bits of animal shells. It is used in making lime, paper, linoleum, cement, and even chewing gum. Many sedimentary rocks have fossils in them because, along with the bits of rocks, animals and plants remains also get deposited during the formation. So, as for example, a deer dies and it is buried due to the deposition of mud on it. So, it also gets fossilized and it is converted into a stone. Another example is coal. Coal begins as layers of plant matter accumulating at the bottom of a body of water. So, coal is a fossil fuel and it is the largest source of energy that we use for the generation of electricity worldwide. So, coal is a fossil fuel and it's formed by the dead plants. Now, we will see the metamorphic rocks, the third type of rocks that we have to study in this lesson. The first was igneous, next sedimentary, now we have metamorphic. Metamorphic rock is the transformation of an existing rock type. Like the protolith in the process is called the metamorphism. The formation of metamorphic rocks is called metamorphism, which means change in the form. Meta means change and morphism is the rock. So it is changing, so it is change in the form. The protolith is subjected to heat and pressure temperature greater than 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, and pressures are too high, causing the profound physical or the chemical change. So maybe due to extreme weathers it is changing. So the protolith, that is the raw material, maybe sedimentary rock or maybe the igneous rocks or any other older metamorphic rocks. So the previous rocks gets changed due to extreme weather conditions, so it turns into a new metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rocks made up of a large part of the earth's crust and are classified by texture and by chemical and mineral assemblage. So let us see how a metamorphic rock is formed.
Children, metamorphism takes place. The metamorphic rocks were once the sedimentary and igneous rocks. So due to great compression from the above crust level or the top layers of the soil due to the pressure that they exist, the tectonic plates, whereas the earth crust is made up of lava, as I told you earlier, in the formation of igneous rocks. So the heat from inside the earth's crust and the pressure from the above results into the chemical composition change of these sedimentary and igneous rocks present there. So it will take a new form, a change of form will take place, and this is called metamorphism will take place and result into the formation of metamorphic rocks. See how how you can see here in the video how it got changed, the particles or the rock already present there, how the structure got changed due to compression and exerting pressure of the tectonic plates. This is what I talked about, that is metamorphism. So then a new type of rock is formed, that is metamorphic rocks.
This is how a metamorphic rock is formed. Now we will see the examples of metamorphic rocks. Marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock composed of recrystallized carbonate minerals, most commonly calcite or dolomite. It is an example of changed sedimentary rock formed from the limestone. So limestone, due to pressure and heat, gets changed into marble. So due to the process of metamorphism, yes, we studied earlier, that is. It leads to the formation of metamorphic rock called marble. Marble is commonly used for sculpture and as building material or for flooring purposes. Also, it is sometimes used for ornamental purposes too. Another type of metamorphic rock is, before going to the another type, let us see the pictures. The Taj Mahal, the beautiful wonders of the world, one of the heritage sites of our country, India, that is the Taj Mahal, that was built by the Mughal emperor, which Shah Jahan, right? So this is the heritage site of our country, and it is made by which rock, children? Up till now you have come to know this is a metamorphic rock called marble. Yes, so many sculptures and vases are also made up of this marble too. Another example of metamorphic rock is slate. Slate is a fine-grained homogeneous metamorphic rock derived from an original shale type, that is sedimentary rock composed of clay or volcanic ash. Slate is particularly suitable as a roofing material as it has an extremely low water absorption tendency. Slate tiles are often used for interior and exterior flooring, stairs, walkways and wall claddings. So, here are some examples of slate. It is used as flooring, and the pavements are sometimes used made out of this slate. It is another example of metamorphic rock. Gneiss. It is a form of granite rock. It is formed from granite. Granite was the which rock? Igneous rock, and it was formed due to metamorphism. It got changed and it developed as a metamorphosed rock. So gneiss is a rock of great variety with large mineral grains arranged in white bands. It has different kinds of minerals in it, giving it a striped or streaked look. So it is a striped one, just like a zebra has stripes. This gneiss rock has also stripes. So metamorphic gneiss has many uses as building materials such as flooring, ornamental gravestones, facing stones on building works, and etc. Why? Because the stripings look beautiful and it gives out a good texture to use it. So see the type of flooring, it is used in flooring and building. Sometimes in our kitchen, marble too is also made up of gneiss, which is a metamorphosed rock. Quartzite, from it is made derived the word quartzite, it derived from the German word quarzit. It is which means a hard metamorphic rock, which was originally a sandstone. So sandstone got metamorphosed, it went under metamorphism and gave rise to quartzite. It is rich in quartz. Pure quartzite is usually white to grey. Through quartzites often occur in various shades of pink and red due to varying amounts of iron oxide. So if in anything iron is present, iron is red in color. So according to the presence of iron, it will change the color. It is a very hard and weather resistant rock. So quartzite is a decorative stone and may be used to cover walls, as roofing tiles, as flooring and stair steps. So see the beautiful pictures of this quartzite. Now we all saw about the rocks. Now we will see about minerals. What is a mineral? A true mineral is a substance which is solid and has a crystalline structure. It must also be a naturally occurring. So any substance that is naturally occurring, homogeneous with a defined chemical composition, is termed as a mineral. A mineral can be a simple one or a complex substance. Some are common. Some minerals are common while others are rare. Rocks are formed of minerals. So, whatever rock is formed is just made up of minerals. So, minerals make the rock. So, whatever the rock is nothing but made up of minerals. Just due to the process of formation, it has been categorized into three that we have studied earlier, that is igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. So, examples: calcite, gypsum, mica, feldspar, etc. are all these minerals that made up of the rock. So most of the minerals are found digging mines or quarries. They are formed in the form of ores, and some minerals are metallic and some are non-metallic. So now we will be studying one by one what is metallic and what is non-metallic type of mineral. So children, we have non-metallic, metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. So metallic minerals are iron and gold are metallic minerals and can be extracted from iron ores such as hematite. So the first picture you can see is of hematite. Aluminium is extracted from bauxite and copper is extracted from pyrite. So this yellow one, the second picture, shows pyrite ore. So all these minerals are metallic and they have their ores to be extracted from. Metals are used to make utensils, tools, machines, vehicles, etc. And even wires are made from copper or aluminium as they are the good conductors of electricity. So the metallic property of these minerals makes them to be classified in the metallic minerals category. Next we have is non-metallic minerals. The non-metallic minerals are like precious stones like diamonds, emeralds, rubies, etc. Topaz and sapphires are obtained from the ground and they are used to make jewelry. All the minerals which are from rock are natural non-living things, but so these are don't show the metallic properties and they are not the good conductors, so they are called non-metallic minerals. Children, they are the minerals which we use in our diet are called dietary minerals. Our body needs some minerals such as calcium, sodium, iron, iodine for healthy growth. The elements may be naturally present in the food, example calcium in dairy milk, or added to the food, example orange juice fortified with calcium, iodized salt fortified with iodine, etc. So these all minerals are the ones that our body requires through our diet, through the food that we eat that is present. So these are the dietary minerals which helps to keep our body stable. Now we will see the uses of rocks and minerals. So first we see the use of rock. Rocks are used as building material like houses, bridges, road. They give us useful metals, they give us fuel. As petroleum is very valuable and it is also called as black gold. It gives us many different kinds of fuels such as LPG, CNG, diesel, petrol and kerosene. Petroleum is also used in machines, polishes, printing, inks, dry cleaning and so on. Coal is the most important source of fuel. It is a fossil fuel made up of dead plants. So it is used for heating, generating electricity. It is a fossil fuel which is used for moving engines, etc. So children, rocks are everywhere. Yes, let us see the examples where you see rocks. Bricks are made from rocks. Is your house made of rocks? Yes, your house is made up of rocks. You might find rocks inside your house too. Many fireplaces are made from rock. Yes, so they are present inside your house. Even some kitchen counters are made from rocks. I told you the earlier type, marble is a type of rock. So the kitchen is made from rock. You can find rocks even outside your house. Garden paths can be made from these rocks. Sidewalks are made from concrete, which is made from a rock. So rocks are there present too. Even roads are made from rocks. So even roads are made from rocks. Things we use every day are made from rocks, like ceramic dishes are made from clay, which is a kind of rock too. So rock is present here too. So is your piggy bank made of rock? Yes, it is also made up of rock. Even that vase your mom doesn't want you to break is made up of a rock. The lead in your pencil is made from a special rock called graphite. As we have discussed it earlier, sidewalk chalk is also made from rocks. Have you ever found a rock you can write with? Yes, a white type or a red rock you can use. So the chalk we use for during our class in a classroom too is a rock. Your forks and spoons and knives, most of your car, your scissors and even coins. Yes children, even coins are a type of rocks. So all these are the example of rocks. Coins are the metallic rocks that you see. Rocks can be beautiful jewelry, diamonds, sapphires, rubies, silver and gold. They are all rocks. Yes children, they are all rocks. The sand you build when you visit a beach, have you gone to a beach of for a vacation or something? The sand you build, the sand castle you built, is it fun? Yeah, making that is so fun. So the sand castle is actually millions and millions of tiny little rocks, as soil is also made up of rock. So in turn the castle is also made up of rocks. If you melt sand and shape it, if you can make a glass. Yes children, glass is made up of a sand, so glass is a type of rock too, indirectly. Yeah, isn't it amazing to know it? Yes. So look at this Jinjatic rock. How did it get that way? It is the amazing monument present in a country. So it is sculpted. So it is polished, and the huge mountain, a huge rock. Mountain is nothing but a huge rock. It is carved and sculpted, made into that sculptures. Yes. So that is a rock too. Now you will see these were the all uses of rocks. Now we will see the uses of minerals as fertilizers such as sulfates and nitrates to help plants to grow better. In jewelry, crystals like diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald are all used. Uranium is a rare mineral which is used to produce tremendous amount of energy, which is the nuclear energy. Yes. So these were the uses of the minerals. We saw the uses of rocks. We saw the types of rocks. So this was all that we learned in this lesson. Hope you liked the lesson. If you have any doubt children, please let me know, and also remember to comment in the comment box for your attendance purposes. And children, you have to use one more thing that you have to note here is you have to use a 200 book for as your science notebook. So make it. And this was for today. Bye bye.